on a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler.
It took just minutes for the Caldwell County Commissioners Court to end their legal fight to protect families from the stink and environmental threat of that proposed Green Group 17-story tall garbage dump.
No.
Once again, they simply ignored the only minority commissioner on the court, Joe Rowland, whose people will pay the biggest price.
He said, son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some.
Well, I know in my group down in the county, I got a half and half, so that's where I'm sitting. So I'm kind of torn between being half and half myself.
Eddie Moses had campaigned and won political office, vowing to fight against the landfill. You wouldn't know it from his vote. That's right, Commissioner Moses. Just ignore all those folks that are begging for your help. Hoppy Hayden claimed he was against the landfill too, but voted not to spend another single dime to simply ask the TCEQ to reconsider the permit they granted in September. Guess who Hayden gets his legal advice from? The guys at the TCEQ.
I made a couple of phone calls to find out from people at the TCEQ, people who I've spoken with in the past, if they thought that the TCEQ would even hear the motion for a rehearing, because one of the options that they apparently have is not to hear it at all and let it die. And they feel like that's probably going to be the case.
Duh. What'd you expect them to tell you? So Hayden also voted to cave to Green Group, the garbage company that had refused to even start negotiating a safer dump unless the legal challenge was dropped. But Hayden's vote eliminates one of the best cards the county has yet to play.
And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep.
But the biggest political scandal that should emerge from that vote came right out of the mouth of your county judge, Ken Shaway.
Make a comment.
Listen closely.
Mr. Green regrets that he could not be here today. He had other meetings that were already been planned and had been planned. Otherwise, he would have been here today.
That's right, Judge. He told me that as well.
But why in the world was Shaway even talking to the Green Group chief? Maybe Judge Shaway hoped we wouldn't remember, but back on July 24th, we could have sworn that the county's lawyer, Jordan Powell, told the judge he shouldn't be talking with Green Group while they were still fighting in court. Get this, a funny thing happened when we tried to go back and look at those official government minutes of the meeting. That important conversation, that admonition against a potential violation of state law, well, it's missing. Oops, that's a problem. Wonder if it was intentional. Good thing Dolce Fino Consulting had videotaped the entire meeting.
Now that Judge Chavez is no longer on the committee, ideally, all communications between the judge and Green Group regarding any sort of host agreement or these committee meetings would need to cease, probably to be most careful. Is that where you're headed with that?
That answers my question.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we don't have an open meetings violation of some type.
You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's
Green Group has another demand on the table. Change the siting ordinance too. The one that right now doesn't even allow a dump along this stretch of 130. The TCEQ ignored that county ordinance, which is another reason they should have fought. Are they really going to allow a state agency that historically lets 99.99% of dumps get permitted tell them what to do for their people? Remember that Hayden and Moses are both on record saying they won't change the siting ordinance. But is their word any good anymore? Those were also guys who said, we're against the landfill.
What I'm asking for is to let's stay in this fight, because I sure don't want to have that feeling from the county. You know, y'all are put in place, you're my voice, you're my step all the way up. You're my first step. So y'all are put in the place here to look after the health, safety of this community. Protect us, protect my family, and protect the future. Not 5 years down from the road, but 100 years down. We've got to look at this thing.
If they cave again on the siting ordinance, other landfill companies will rightfully want to add to the mounds of trash in Caldwell County. Boy, that will make the county a real attractive place for development. Sure, the dump will bring in some cash, and fighting the dump in court costs some money. But not preserving the right to fight later may cost taxpayers a lot more in the end. Oh, if only Caldwell County had not spent tens of thousands of dollars of your money fighting your right to see government emails and government phone records. Ooh, don't worry. The dump fight is far from over, and our investigation is only widening. But in the game of poker, the guys you elected, well, they folded.
You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run.
Is that what you elected them for?
When the deal is done.